Aries, welcome to your November 2025 mid-month reading. I hope you're doing well. Aries, we're just going to jump in here and we're going to get started. Let's take a look here and let's see what the energy is surrounding you for the rest of the month here. I get a big, strong love energy with this read. Lovers, Two of Cups coming through in the reading. A lot of people think I don't read love. I do read love, only when it comes through with the cards. But I think overall this week, the point of it is about relationships here. The point this week, or this month, it could be this week, but for the rest of the month is about relationships. The Lovers here for the overall energy. You're having to figure out your relationships here, or a relationship, Aries. There's been a lot of thinking here. Seven of Swords is in your challenge, but the Two of Cups is your advice here this week. The Seven of Swords does deal with, it can be the sneaky card, but I don't get a lot of energy. Like the context of the reading doesn't support that. I feel with the Seven of Swords, it's more so like strategies and tactics here that have been the challenge, like trying to figure out a plan here for a relationship to come together. And I think right now with the Hangman, you don't really know. It's like you're kind of in the void at this time with the Hangman. It's like you're hanging back, trying to allow for... It's like you're hanging back. You're trying to see what happens here. The Hangman, Seven of Swords. Your advice being the Two of Cups is asking for you to connect. Seven of Swords sometimes too could represent to where it's like we're not being upfront. We're not either, maybe we're not communicating something, or maybe we're avoiding something. The Two of Cups is about transparency, especially when it comes to interpersonal relationships, right? Two of Cups of Lovers. So I feel here you're being encouraged here to like connect, be vulnerable. People think, I'm not gonna go there, but I get that that's your advice. Two of Cups is to connect. King of Swords here in the future position. It's like you're having to make a move here, Aries. You're having to make a move, King of Swords. King of Swords is you already know the Hangman, Seven of Swords. Maybe you don't know. Maybe you don't have the clarity or the confirmation, but maybe I'm here to give you that confirmation. I feel like it's you here who has to make a move. Because I'm going to be real with you, Justice card here in the outcome position. There's an imbalance of power in the relationship here. What do I mean by that? Well, the Justice card is Libra. And I'm not... So I know I read for a lot of people, so this could be talking about a love relationship here that you're dealing with, or this could just be talking about your interpersonal relationships in general, all your relationships. But the Justice card is Libra, and it's about reciprocity. It's about balance. It's about fairness. And so I feel here, as your advice being the Two of Cups, you're being encouraged here to play fair, Aries. But I do see you hanging back here, the Hangman, Seven of Swords. Right, hanging back, trying to see like what move to make, strategizing, tactics. When really the Two of Cups is just about, as the advice is just be fucking upfront. Just saying, Aries. That's why you watching me. The King of Swords in the future position, it's like you already know, or you're gonna know. King of Swords, and I think the King of Swords is just about... We'll get more context when we clarify, because I need to clarify before I say anything. But the Justice card is, I feel like there's going to be balance in the situation here. Queen of Wands is in the position of something that you're unaware of, that you need to be aware of here. I feel you're being encouraged here to trust your heart, like listen to your intuition. Like a lot of the times we doubt ourselves. Seven of Swords, the Hangman, it's like we're over-analyzing, or we're trying to be too strategic. Or play love games. But I think the Queen of Wands is about, like, how can you, like, trust what it is that you're feeling and allow yourself to be, like, open and receptive to what you want. Oh, shit, Aries. Let's see here. You pulled this 12th house card. It says introspection here. You know, if I had to say, Aries, I think there is a spiritual connection here, that Hangman, the Lovers. But again, I think the 12th house is this energy of like retreat, like retreating, sort of. It's solitude, but how solitude can turn into isolation. So I have two messages here. Okay, you're gonna have to pick which one. Which one? Right. This is a general reading. That when it comes to, like, if this is a specific relationship that you're dealing with at this time, I feel here that you're being encouraged here to connect. Seven of Swords is disconnection, disconnected. It's Moon in Aquarius. Aquarius rules connection, but with it being in the challenge, it's emotional disconnection. And it's isolating you and not allowing for you to be able to experience what you want. Now, if this is just relationships in general, like it's being highlighted this week, then I feel like, again, I feel like you're being encouraged here to connect. 12th house is when it's like, yeah, we take time to have solitude for ourselves, be alone, but that can easily turn into isolation. You pulled this wind card. It says movement here. Yeah, something's got to be set forth in emotion. Wind does connect to the element of air. Air does rule communication. You pulled this illuminate the shadow, focus on a solution here. That's the Seven of Swords, is like problem solving. The Hangman is something that's delayed, or it's like delaying something because you're trying to understand something. But it could also be to where you're just you're just hanging back, holding back. Illuminate the shadow, focus on a solution here. Let's clarify your read, Aries. Clarify the Lovers for Aries. From now to the end of the month, clarify the Lovers. What is this about? You have the Empress here. This is about what you want to receive in regards to love. I feel like this is a very strong love and relationship reading, right? I don't think this is like career or work or anything. I don't get that. If it's anything, the other message I get here, if it's like more so about like your life purpose and wanting to align with your highest timeline in regards to being of service to the world, then I feel like this is talking about still like about connection and creating connection with others, whether it's groups, communities, you name it. But I think here the Empress, the Lovers, the Empress is Venus, is about reception, receptivity. What do you really want to experience in regards to relationships here? But it's more so about the bringing in part, right? Like Venus brings in, like Venus wants to receive, right? Like the feminine, like receiving. Clarify the Hangman here in the current energy. You have the Queen of Wands again here. I think you know something here, Aries. Like you're in a good energy here, Queen of Wands, the Hangman, but you're hanging back. You're almost watching from afar or from a distance, sort of waiting. Some of y'all definitely playing love games here. Clarify the Seven of Swords in your challenge, fucking Aries. Clarify the Seven of Swords in the challenge. You have the Eight of Swords. I think you fear making a mistake, or you know, Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords, again, it's over-analyzing, overthinking, over-strategizing. Maybe not knowing how to approach. Clarify the Two of Cups as the advice. Now, if this is just dealing with relationships as a whole and not just a particular individual, I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe you're overthinking things. Clarify the Two of Cups as your advice. All All right, this card flipped over, Ace of Wands here. You're gonna have to, Ace of Wands is the spark. Two of Wands, Two of Cups, Ace of Wands is the advice. You're just gonna have to, like Two of Wands, Two of Cups, Ace of Wands, sparking up a conversation or taking action here. Creating connection. But I think you're overthinking it. Two in your head. Two of Cups, Ace of Wands is just create open dialogue. Clarify the King of Swords. You just see Aries like refusing. Clarify the King of Swords. It's gonna be your own ego that fucks this up. I'm just saying. Clarify the King. I'm just joking. Clarify the King of Swords in the future. You have the Hierophant here. Let's clarify the Justice card in the outcome. You have the Two of Swords here. Clarify the Queen of Wands. You pulled the Ten of Wands. I think it's about getting on the same page when it comes to your relationships. King of Swords, the Hierophant, is making sure that you're on the same page. King of Swords is sort of like having a serious conversation, but it's just more so about having an honest, truthful, upfront conversation, or just being honest and truthful about intentions and about what's on your mind when it comes to your relationship. The Hierophant does talk about it's like mutual agreement, right? The Hierophant is we're on the same page here in regards to the dynamic of the relationship here. The Justice card, Two of Swords here in the outcome, I feel this is you being able to settle something here that has been unsettled with the Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords in the challenge, which restores the balance in the relationship, which restores harmony in the relationship, the connection. What is going on with you? Aries, let's just think about it from an Aries rising perspective. They can still apply to your sun. What's your fifth? Leo. What's your ninth? Sag. Seventh, Libra. Eighth house, Scorpio. Sun, Venus. Anyways, back to the reading. This is about what you want to receive in regards. I'm just going to sum up the reading here and leave it here. The Empress, the Lovers and the Empress is about you being able to connect in regards to a relationship here. This is a powerful connection. The Lovers, the Hangman, got this 12th house card here. So this is a powerful connection here. The Empress is about you wanting to be, the Empress is Venus, so it's about cooperation and bringing in connection. But I think you've kind of been hanging back here, the Hangman, Queen of Wands in your current energy. It's like you sort of know, you have this intuitive understanding and knowing. It's just more so about like actualization, like actualizing, like taking action on the potential of something here. Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords in your challenge. So it's like there's a lot of overthinking, maybe playing games here. I'm just gonna be real with you. The two of Cups, Ace of Wands is the advice, is like having to spark conversation, spark up conversation or spark connection, right? Bring in connection, bring in warmth, Ace of Wands. But the King of Swords, the Hierophant here is like having to be honest and real and upfront about how you want things to be with the Hierophant, right? Justice card, Two of Swords in the outcome position would be you and this individual getting on the same page and working things out and finding peace, finding balance. Does that make sense? Now, if this is talking about I just get relationships in general, but if this is talking about all your relationships here, you're being encouraged here to not overthink things. Maybe you have like a little bit of social anxiety and stuff, but I feel like you're being encouraged here to like show up and connect, be vulnerable, be transparent here, have fun, don't take things too serious. King of Swords, the Hierophant, just be like honest and be real and be authentic about who you are. Like stay in alignment with your morals, your values, your principles, right? Don't deviate or wear a mask to please other people. Justice card, Two of Swords is like you'll find the right balance here. The last thing I haven't even touched on, Ten of Wands, Queen of Wands. Something that you're unaware of that you need to be aware of here. kind of, I get this energy of like fear. I think you're learning how to be, I'm just gonna fuck it. I think you're learning how to be vulnerable and not try to control things. Any other messages here for Aries before we go? Actually, let's pull some oracle cards. You pulled this 10th house card. It says authority here. I'm also picking up something related to work and career here as well. Some of you may be going on vacation. I know it took me a while to fucking figure that shit out. But this could be like a vacation that you're going on, or you're taking some time off here, or there could even be a work trip, business trip here for you in the future, sometime this month. You pulled this lightning card. It says breakthrough here. There's some type of breakthrough that wants to happen here. I feel how the breakthrough happens, the Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords being in the challenge. It's like more so this over-analyzing, like overthinking, hesitation, doubt. Two of Cups, Ace of Wands says, when the moment comes and you feel like it's time to take action, take action. Because I feel like that's what's going to create a big breakthrough here. You pull this expansion, educate your mind and senses here. That Hangman and the Queen of Wands, the Hangman can represent the subconscious, unconscious. It is Neptune. And I think you're trying to find a solution, obviously. Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords in the challenge. If you need advice, I would ask for advice. Or if you need to figure out like how, I don't know, maybe it's going to ChatGPT, or maybe it's going to, like maybe it's just looking up something on like, I was going to say Google, but who the fuck uses Google anymore? I mean, I use Google, but I use chat for the most part. It could be Google, right? Google, chat, or going to a friend, or just something, right? To give you advice, or maybe give you a different perspective, the Hangman. Because maybe it's like your perception is limited and narrowed with the Eight of Swords being in the challenge. Because something can actually be a lot more simpler than you think it is, but maybe it's like you're overcomplicating it. So that's what I got for you here this week, Aries. So I'm gonna leave your reading here. I appreciate you. If you want to book a reading with me, that link's down below in the description of the video. My reads are on sale at this time as well. I'll probably leave them on sale for the rest of November. And then I'll probably run another sale around the holidays. Probably like a week or two before Christmas. Probably a week before Christmas. And probably have it until like the new year. But yeah, if you want to take advantage of the sale, be sure to do that. Otherwise, in that Aries, I'm wishing you the best. I'm going to leave your reading here, and I will see you in the next video.